Hello and welcome back, I'm Alana and today we're going to go through my March 2022 bullet journal setup. If you're new here, usually I do talk about books, but I also journal heavily throughout my daily life. So in January, I posted my first ever bullet journal setup. That video did seem to do pretty good, so I thought let's do this one. So March is actually a very busy month for me every year. It is what I call the birthday month. We have so many birthdays in this month, including my own, and I think it's safe to say I have 2 hands worth of birthdays in the month. So very busy, and I feel like my journal does help me keep on track when it comes to this. Because of this, I'm going to make an early prediction and say that not a lot of reading is going to get done in this month, which is totally fine. I have good reading months and I have average reading months. I don't tend to have like really bad reading months except for the first month of this year, but that's fine. That's just one thing that usually comes out of March. Very busy with commitments, reading kind of gets pushed to the side a bit. So if you didn't watch my January bullet journal setup, I did state in that one that I tend to keep my layouts the same. I'll just tweak the designs here and there. And this is the same for this month, except for instead of a square edge on all of my displays, I have used a curved one. And overall, I'm really loving this theme. Like I said, it's birthday month, so I got this really cute washi tape, and it has all the constellations and different zodiac signs on it. So I love that. Also, green and me is just a thing. I love that. So that all went into this month. There are a few other supplies that I did get new for this spread, and I'm just super excited to show you. So without further ado, I'm going to flip the camera and we're going to do a flip through of my March 2022 bullet journal setup. Here we go. So here we go. This is my current bullet journal. I do cover mine in this clear contact just to save any damage because the front covers are that kind of cloth material. This journal is a School of Life bullet journal. It is in the projects style, which just means it has a different color cover and they usually write a different blurb at the front. But much the same to all the other ones that I've used, they are just a regularly dotted bullet journal inside. So we're going to open up to March's spreads. So we start off with the title page. You're going to see a lot of these stickers come into play, as well as these color tone choices. What I've actually done for the background is I went through a few old magazines that I had, and as you can see, cut out shapes. This, I'm not sure if you can see, but has a slight grid on it, which I really loved. And I also layered that with this tissue paper that I got from a gift. So again, my style is more of that scrapbook, junk journal, recycle type style, which I really love. I love how it comes together. This is a font that I did myself and is done on this grid paper that I found within the magazine. When we flip over, we can see the main event which got me into journaling to start off with, and that is my bookshelf and my ratings page. So just for comparison, if you did watch my January bullet journal spread, you would have seen this page, but just not filled out. This is what it usually looks like when it is filled out. I write how many books that I have read in the month. Usually I read a lot more, but January was a busy month. I write the title and the rating, and sometimes I pop my favorite book of the month down there. So that's how this one is going to end up looking. Usually I border the whole outside, so this running tape, this more horizontal running layout is a little bit different for me, but I'm really liking it. I've got a to-do list on this section of this page on the left, and that is because I'm very much a list person and I love to be able to write something down and tick it off. It just makes me feel very accomplished earlier on. And then we also have a blank space here. I like to keep a few blank spaces here and there for if I need a particular spot for something as the month goes along. Now this is that washi tape that I was talking about, which is this one just here. As you can see, it has a really nice foil on it, and it's this stunning deep green color. I got this tape along with this other tape here from Washi Gang Online, which is a Australian stationery company, which I've only just discovered. That's also where I purchased these two different sticker sets. So one of them did come in a big old bag full of leaf stickers, and the other one was just a sheet of lavender. I'll leave their shop linked down below if you like any of this and you want to grab some for yourself. So when we turn over, we have my month at a glance page. I really enjoy this page because when I look back, I can see all in one spot what happened and where. This is also a slightly different setup again to my January spread because I haven't fully closed the boxes in. Instead, I have left them partially open because I really love the effect of that, and I think that looks really nice. My color choices for this month were very much the purple, blues and greens. Whenever I do a new spread, I like to pick a washi tape that I want to feature and then pick what color textures will go along with that, which are the ones that I've popped here. I also use two different type felt tips. I use a 0.1 and a 0.3, and of course when I'm first outlining my spreads I will use a pencil just to make sure that I know what pages are what, and then I freehand from there. Flipping over, we get into week 1 of March. Again, we have these cute little cloud cutouts that I made and also the different stickers. I've also gone for curved edges on my boxes instead of square, which is new for me, and I'm really liking how it looks. We have week 2, week 3, this is one of my favorites, and week 4. And then we had a half week, which is when April comes into it. I don't mind when a few days from a different month lapses into next month's spread. As you can see at the start, we have February, the 28th here, and then we have April seeping into this one, which is totally fine. I don't mind that at all. I've just done an orange line here just to kind of distinguish that we are heading into April, which is crazy. Already the 4th month is in my bullet journal. And then short, sharp and sweet, final page is for a photo dump. So again, some stickers, a scrapbook type element, introducing this tissue paper again from the title page and just pulling it all together with a nice little border. So once the month has completed, I'll go back through, I'll print off some of my favorite moments from the month and I'll stick them in here because then it acts as a nice little time capsule moment when I do look back through my bullet journals. And then that will actually be the last page of this journal. I've got an old washi swatch happening on the end here, but that will complete this journal, which is looking nice and full. I love how this looks. I think I started this journal, back in June of 2021, so it has a lot of thoughts and feelings in it, a lot of scheduling moments. So once I complete this month, we will be doing April in the brand new journal. I really love putting the journals side by side when I move from an old filled out one to a new one, because it's just very satisfying for me to see how much it gets filled in and just how full it gets. I love that very much. So it starts out very neat and then it goes and explodes, which is awesome. So one final flip through. This was my March layout for this month. I'm liking the very minimal changes that I made from the month before. Like I said though, these don't tend to change up too much because I know what works for me and I stick with it, but I'm very excited to go through and fill this out and look back on it in years to come. So there you go, that was my March 2022 flip through of my bullet journal setup. Let me know in the comments down below your favourite page from this, or alternatively what a favourite must-have spread is within your own bullet journal. Before you go, don't forget to chuck a like on this video and consider subscribing to the channel if you liked what you saw here, and I will see you in another one. Bye!